Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. So let's dig back in. About this umpire. So we are to allow peace to act as an umpire in our lives. And the umpire, of course, stands back by home plate. So we're talking about baseball, which I'll try to get all of these things right. The umpire, from his vantage point, watches everything. He can see the entire field of play. He can see everything that's going on in a game, the whole playing field. And so that's one thing that is very important that I want to bring out, is that this umpire, it's continual. He doesn't stop. He doesn't take a break during the game and swap out umpires unless something's wrong for an unforeseen circumstance. But the umpire watches everything that is going on in the game. And one definition of umpire used the word enforce, which I loved. So the umpire watches the field of play, your life. He watches it closely to enforce the rules and decide on matters arising from the plays. Think about that. Just meditate for a moment about peace acting as an umpire and ruling on matters arising from the play. Things that happen on a daily basis in your life. Not necessarily the same things, but when something happens and your mind begins to wander, or your heart rate increases, or you have a small unsteady step, you're not sure what to do. Peace as your umpire. And it says continually. So this is not something that is just a one and done. This is not something, you don't use peace now and then you let somebody else be the umpire. No, let the peace of God, so your soul harmony, you being in right standing with God, and so you have nothing to fear from the Father, but you have unhindered access to come boldly to his throne room, as Hebrews 4:16 tells us, to find mercy and obtain grace, good help, well-timed help, coming just when you need it. That's what peace is. That unbroken, unhindered access to the Father. You have relationship with God Almighty, the Creator. If you just begin to start meditating on that, your whole day is going to change, I promise. So we allow our peace of God, that soul harmony, that the parts are in the pleasing order. Everything, we and God and us, we are where we are supposed to be. That acts as an umpire, and it enforces the rules of the game. So when thoughts come to your mind or situations arise, there's an attack of the enemy, or there's something that surprises you, because we live in a fallen world, we continue walking with our spiked shoes and allow God's peace to make the call. And I like this, that it decides on the matters of our life. Is this flesh or is this spirit? Is this flesh or is this spirit? So we allow that peace of God to call the shots in our lives, our actions, our choices we need to make, and our emotions. So again, tying back into Romans 8:5, those who are according to the flesh, up and down, anxiety, fear, minding the things of the world. See, Satan tries to sneak in anywhere he can. He's just looking for a small way in. But see, the umpire catches. His eyes are constantly watching the field of play to be sure that the rules are played appropriately, that the rules are followed, that the rules are enforced, that one team doesn't have the advantage over the other. And so for us, allowing peace to be that umpire and to call the shots, and keeping our mind focused on the things that gratify the spirit, and not being carnally minded. And we will pick up here tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye, y'all.